know what that music say?
Yes, sir, Amos. That music say, good health to all from Rexall.
The Amos and Andy Show, transcribed with Ernestine Wade, Lou Lubin, Johnny Lee, Peter Leeds, Roy Glenn, Ken Christie, Paul Dubov, Jeff Alexander's music, and radio's all-time favorites, Amos and Andy.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Freeman Gosden. You know, hardly a day passes that my partner, Charlie Carell, and I don't hear from Rexall druggists telling us how happy they are when one of our listeners drops into his drugstore to get acquainted, just because we've asked him to do it. And if it makes the Rexall druggist happy, you can imagine how it makes us feel. We are honestly very grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, we are grateful, and we hope you'll keep up the good work. You'll find your Rexall family druggist a wonderful man to trade with, and Rexall drug products as fine as money can buy.
As we look in on the Kingfish and his wife Sapphire today, they are following the traditional American pastime, reading the Sunday paper.
Say, honey, I was just looking at an ad in the theatrical section of the Sunday newspaper here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new musical comedy over at the theater on 125th Street that we ought to see.
I seen that ad, George, with all them pictures of the chorus girls. And I noticed you've been looking at it for 5 minutes, too.
Yeah, well, I tell you, honey, there ain't one of these chorus girls that has got your style, your looks, or your figure.
There ain't, George?
No, that's why I enjoy looking at them.
George, why don't you stop talking nonsense?
Well...
You know, one of these days, Say, George, look here in the paper.
What's that?
There was a robbery in the neighborhood yesterday at Robinson's jewelry store. A man robbed the place of $5,000 in jewels.
$5,000?
Yes, and it happened right at 4:15 yesterday afternoon. And it say here they is offering a $1,000 reward for identification leading to the criminal's arrest. George, what is you looking so funny about?
Well, I'll tell you about it, honey. You see, exactly 4:15 yesterday, me and Andy was on the corner in front of Robinson's jewelry store. Andy had his camera with him, and he'd been snapping pictures all day. So Andy said to me...
Say, Kingfish, there's just one more picture left on the roll of film here. All the rest of them is of me. How about me taking the last one of you?
Well, I ain't so photo-anemic myself, but I want to go ahead. I'll tell you what, Andy, I'll get over here by the jewelry store window here. That'll make a good background. All right, how's all set, Andy?
Yeah, all right now, Kingfish, hold still. Raise your head a little, Kingfish. That bald knob of yours is shining right in the lens. Well, here goes. Hey, mister, watch it, will you?
All right, buddy, don't get excited.
Kingfish, that fella that come out of the jewelry store walked right in front of you just as I snapped the picture.
Oh, me, Andy. You goes to take a picture of me and you get one of another fella. Oh, I tell you, Andy.
George, you mean to say that Andy's got a picture of the fella that robbed the jewelry store? Why, that could mean $1,000 to Andy.
$1,000? And Andy got that roll of film right in his pants pocket.
George Stevens, you ain't thinking of getting that film away from Andy and getting the reward yourself, is you?
Honey, what in the world would ever give you an idea like that? That boy's like a brother to me, just like a brother.
Well, that's different. I'm going in the kitchen.
Andy got that roll of film in his pants pocket. Now, to get his pants away from him, he'd have to be unconscious. Now, let's see here. How do you go about putting your brother out of his misery long enough to steal his pants? Well, let me get on into Lodge Hall here. I got a lot of thinking to do. Oh, Henry Van Porter, what you doing down to Lodge Hall this morning?
Well, it was a lovely day, Kingfish, and my wife Clara suggested that I take a stroll in the park. The only trouble was I ripped my trousers when she throwed me down the stairs.
Yeah, well, Henry, sometimes them wifely suggestions can be a little on the bruisey side, you know.
Yes, they sure can. Say, by the way, Kingfish, while I was sitting here, I noticed that big piece of loose plaster on the ceiling.
Oh, yeah, well, we got to get that fixed one of these days. Every time you slam the door, it pulls away a little more. Look at that, just hanging by a little of it there.
Yes, you ought to have that fixed, because, you know, that could fall down and knock somebody unconscious.
Yeah, Henry, it might knock somebody unconscious, huh?
Yeah.
It could fall and knock somebody unconscious at that, couldn't it?
Oh, yes. One good slam of that door might be the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, Henry, and I think I know just the dromedary that's going to get plastered. Oh, come in, Brother Andy, come in.
Yeah, Henry Van Porter say you want to see me about something right away.
Oh, yes, Andy, I figured that if you wasn't doing nothing, me and you might engage ourselves in a little friendly game of canasta.
No, I'm afraid I ain't much on them card games, Kingfish. Anyhow, I ain't never played canasta.
Nothing to it, Andy, nothing to it. We'll play on my desk here. Tell you what you do. Pull up a chair.
Okay. Where'll I put my chair?
Oh, any place, Andy. How about putting it on them chalk marks right down there?
Yeah. Say, by the way, Kingfish, what is them chalk marks doing on the floor anyway?
Oh, just left over from an old game of tic-tac-toe. Set the chair down there, Andy, with the leg of the chair on the tic-tac right there. Put there.
Yeah. Well, I is all set. Deal out the cards, Kingfish.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Andy, would you mind removing your derby there? One of the first rules of canasta is that you play with your hat off. You see that?
Yeah, well, I'll throw it on the sofa there. Mm-hmm. Okay, start canasta, hun.
Oh, now listen, Andy, I think I'll go get us a cold drink out of the ice box in the back of the lodge hall. You deal the cards.
Okay, I'll deal them out.
Yeah, and I'll be back, Andy. And say, would you mind dealing your hand just a wee bit to the left? A little more, little more.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, right about there. Now, let me set your head like this.
Yeah.
There. That's a lovely dealing angle you got there. That's it. I'll be right back, Andy. Well, I hope that didn't bring down the whole ceiling on top of him. You ought to be out cold.
Hi, Kingfish. Thought you went to get us a cold drink.
Oh, yeah, so I did, Andy, yeah. I'll have to go out again.
Listen, I am still dealing the cards here. How will I know when to stop?
Oh, you'll know, Andy, you'll know.
What you peeking in for, Kingfish?
Nothing, Andy, nothing. Mind your own business, will you? Just keep on dealing them cards.
Well, I is all finished dealing. I done run out of cards. I'll help you get them cold drinks.
No, now just stay where you is. I'll get them.
Peeking again, huh? And listen, Kingfish, stop slamming that door, will you?
Oh, me.
Look, forget the cold drinks. Come on, let's play the canasta.
Okay. Nothing ever works for me.
Kingfish, is you hurt bad?
Oh, and where is I?
You is okay now, Kingfish. The plaster done accidental knocked you unconscious.
What are you standing over me for, Andy? You was the one that was supposed to be knocked unconscious.
Yeah, well, wait a minute, Kingfish. Something is going on here. Yeah. Chalk marks on the floor. You slamming that door. What you up to, anyway?
Well, now, wait a minute, Andy. Don't take off your coat and get mad. Now, wait a minute. Listen, now, we ain't got no time to lose here. I gonna do the unexpected. I gonna tell you the truth. Andy, you done read in the newspaper about the robbery at Robinson's jewelry store where they offer $1,000 reward.
Yeah, I see that. But what's that got to do with us?
Well, now, listen, Andy. Don't you remember we was taking pictures yesterday in front of the jewelry store at 4:15? Now, the fella that run in front of the camera was the crook that robbed the store.
He was the crook, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And we can get the $1,000.
That's the idea.
But, Kingfish, What you tried to do to me, that was the dirtiest trick
Well,
that
now wait a minute, Andy. Look here, I tell you what, I was going to split with you 50-50. This ain't no time to fight, Andy.
Yeah, you're right, Kingfish. The first thing you do is to get that picture developed and get it down to the police. Oh, boy. We gets $1,000 reward, and there ain't no way we can get in trouble.
Frankie, open up. It's Pete.
Okay. Come in. What's up?
Frankie, did you see the paper? They're offering $1,000 reward for you on that Robinson job.
I seen it. Relax. I'm laying low, ain't I?
Yeah, but what if some stoolie tries to turn you over to the cops?
Now listen, anyone turns me over to the cops, I'll blow so many holes in the top of his head, he'll whistle like a pipe organ.
Good evening. This is your Rexall family druggist with a welcome from the 10,000 independent druggists who have made the word Rexall part of our own store names. We've done that because we recommend and sell the 2,000 or more drug products made by the Rexall Drug Company. Rexall MI31 is a good example. This tangy amber-colored antiseptic works equally well as a mouthwash, gargle, or breath deodorant, and when used full strength, kills contacted germs almost instantly. Ask for Rexall MI31 at Rexall drugstores everywhere.
Well, I sure sorry, fellas. I done driv you fellas all over town, but it don't look like nobody can develop that roll of film on Sunday.
Yeah, Amos, we gets the tough breaks, all right. Look like we're gonna lose that $1,000.
Yeah, we is dead ducks if the cops catch their crooks before we get the film developed. We got a picture of the crook there and can't get the film going. Come on, Anna. Let's get on into Lodge Hall here.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I guess you're gonna have to wait till Monday, fellas, but I sure hope you get the $1,000.
Yeah, well, thank you anyway, Amos. See you later.
Yeah, so long, fella. And there must be some place we can get that film developed on Sunday.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Hey, look. Look who's coming. Shorty the barber. Hi, Shorty.
Well, I'll be doggone if they... I know you... When hiya, fella.
Say, Shorty, does you possibly know where we can get a roll of film developed on Sunday?
Oh, well, certainly, yeah. I know just the place. Wilson's Pharmacy.
Yeah, well, where is Wilson's Pharmacy?
Oh, you just go over here 8 blocks to... you get on the crosstown track and you go as far as the... you take the bus down 134th Street and you grab a cab. You take the subway, you go down there. You do... Well, how do you like that? They've moved.
Now, listen, Shorty, we ain't got a minute to lose here. We got to get this picture developed, and we got to get it developed fast. Now, it's a matter of life and death.
Well, I don't know what say, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
A friend of mine has a dark room in the basement of his apartment. He's out of town, but you could use that if you know how to develop the film yourself.
Well, I was a janitor once in a photograph shop. Yeah, I used to watch the fellow develop film. Yeah, I got a rough idea how to do it.
Well, Kingfish, it's our only chance.
Yeah, but Shorty, how is we ever going to get into the basement?
Oh, we could stop by the locksmith and get him to make we could go down to the hardware store and get a skeleton key that'll fit. We could break down we could smash the. You can't. When the door's open.
Well, Andy, here we is. This sure is a nice dark room Shorty's friend is letting us use here.
Yeah, look at all the stuff he got down here. Got equipment for printing, developing. Look at all the bottles and trays for the acids.
Yeah, well, let's get started. Close the door.
Yeah.
Now, turn out the light, Andy.
Wait a minute. Is we got to put out the light to develop the film?
Oh, certainly, Andy. Everybody knows that light is the enemy of film.
It is, huh?
Yeah, don't you remember? You learned that in school. It's the law of heredity. That was discovered by Sir Isaac Fig Newton. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, I know. Ain't he the fella that discovered electricity when he turned on the light while he was sitting in the bathtub?
Yeah, that's the boy. I believe yours right there. Now, before we turn out the lights here in the dark room, I see you looking around there. Now, look good and remember where everything is so you'll know where to grab for the different stuff as I need it, you see?
Yeah, okay. I is all set. I done mesmerized where everything is.
Good.
Go ahead, switch off the light.
All right.
Boy, this is the darkest dark I has ever been in. Can't see nothing. Uh-oh, hold it.
What's the matter?
I think there's light leaking in, Kingfish. I see a bright spot.
No, Andy, that's your eyes. You always see that after you turn the light off, you see the light like that. Yeah. It's an optical illusion. Now, let me unroll the film here.
Kingfish, is you got both hands on the film?
Of course I is, Andy. Why?
That's funny. I feel a hand on my wallet. Is that a optical illusion, too?
Must be, Andy. Only two of us in here.
Yeah. Something tells me that light ain't the only enemy I gotta watch out for.
Now, Andy, look here. Now, I got the film unrolled here, so we can't turn on the light no more.
Yeah, well,
now, what must we do now?
Yeah, what is we gonna do now?
Yeah, well, now, look here. I got the developing tray right here in front of me. Now, the first thing I need is a funnel. Do you remember where it is in the dark, Andy?
Yeah, I think I do. Let me see here. Yeah, here it is. I found the funnel.
Yeah, thanks, Andy. Now I gotta have a bottle of developing acid. Remember, all the bottles is up on the shelf, you know.
Yeah, just a second. I'll feel around here. I found the bottles.
Well, stand back and let me handle this. I think I see the extra bottle of developing acid right in the sink here when the light was on. Let me feel around here. Yeah.
Uh-oh. That optical illusion is snapping at my wallet again.
You don't mean to tell me, Andy.
I wish that optical illusion knowed that I put my wallet in my other pocket, and besides that, there ain't no money in it.
Yeah, well, Andy, I don't think the optical illusion will bother you no more.
Yeah. What you gonna do now, Kingfish?
Well, I found the acid. Now, I'm gonna start pouring it in now.
Yeah, but go ahead. That's enough, acid. Hold it.
Why?
My pocket is full.
Yeah. Now, look, Andy, we ain't getting no place in the dark here. Let me roll up the film here. Wait a minute. Yeah, wait till I finish rolling it up. Now we can turn on the light and get out of here.
Yeah, well, hurry up, King.
Okay, Andy, now you can put on the light. Andy, the only thing for us to do is to wait till tomorrow and get some photographer to develop the film as fast as he can.
Yeah, that's the thing to do. Then we can turn it over to the police and they can pick a thief up. Ha! 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 Oh, if that stupid crook only knowed what we was doing to him.
Hello?
Frankie, it's me, Pete. Something just happened. I heard on the grapevine that someone got your picture coming out of that jewelry store yesterday.
Someone got my picture. Hey, wait a minute. There was a guy on the sidewalk. A fat guy with a camera.
Yeah, he's from someplace called the Mystic Knights of the Sea Lodge Hall. I hear he's planning on turning it over to the cops. What are you gonna do, Frankie?
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna make a little trip over to that lodge hall. And whoever took that picture is gonna be broken of a very nasty habit. Breathing.
And now, here's your Rexall family druggist.
If you frequently suffer from acid indigestion, I'd like you to remember two words, Bismarex.
Bismarex? Oh, yes, that's Rexall's famous antacid, isn't it?
That's right, ma'am. The antacid with the exclusive Rexall formula that gives both fast and prolonged relief. You see, Bismarex is specially compounded to work in a continuous relay. First, it quickly neutralizes excess acidity, often within just 1 minute. Then other ingredients, dissolving more slowly, ease gastric distress. And lastly, Bismarex leaves a soothing, protective covering on irritated stomach membranes.
And that way you get both quick and prolonged relief.
Exactly. So for the 2 words, acid indigestion, always remember these 2 words, Bismarex. Bisma-Rex. Bismarex. Ask for it at Rexall drugstores everywhere. And remember this also. You can depend on any drug product that bears the name Rexall.
Look, Kingfish, take it easy, will you? Quit pacing up and down the place. We still can't get that film developed till tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I know we can. But I was just thinking, Andy, so we'll be all set. Why don't we find the nearest photography shop now so we know exactly where we're going?
Yeah, that's the idea. Listen, Kingfish, is you got one of them classified telephone books someplace?
Oh, yeah, I got one in the desk drawer here. Yeah, let's see, where's that thing here? Well, it ain't here, Andy. Some of them brothers done took it.
Yeah, nothing in there.
Yeah, wait a minute here. Yeah, there's one someplace around here. I tell you what you do. Scout round the meeting hall in the back there. I think you'll find one there.
Yeah, okay, Kingfish. I'll be right back.
Oh, boy. $500 apiece. I can't wait to get my hand on that money. I'll really be on Easy Street. Easy Street. Do-de-o-de-o-do. Easy Street. Come in. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm looking for a certain fella in this lodge.
Well, we got a lot of boys here. Got any idea what his name? Excuse me for protruding, mister. But your face seem a little familiar. Ain't you the man that was coming out of Robinson's jewelry store when I excuse me, mister, I gotta be going. I just remembered, I gotta be, I'm due over, I'm supposed to, I done forgot what I remembered here.
Sit down, spindlehead.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
So you know about the picture, eh? Listen, before I came over here, I made up my mind to find the guy who's figuring on turning that picture over to the police.
Hi, what you gonna do to him, mister?
I'm going to tear him in half and beat the life out of each half.
Yeah, sir. You certainly thorough, all right, ain't you?
Now talk, bud.
Hey, yeah, sir. Now look, mister. I don't know nothing about no picture or who took the picture or nothing about it.
Now listen, someone in this lodge snapped that picture and I'm going to fix him good.
Say, Kingfish.
Well, if it ain't Photographer Brown.
See, you got company here. Pardon me, mister. I just want to tell my friend something here. Say, Kingfish, I checked and I found a photographer that's got 2-hour service. Boy, when they catches that dirty crook, we gets the $1,000 and he gets 15 years. Ha!
Congratulations, Andy. You was the first man in history that ever dug his grave with his mouth.
So you're the guy that took the picture, huh?
Yes, sir. It was me, all right. I was always on my toes. I was the one that, excuse me, mister, but I just noticing the way your coat pocket is sticking out there. You has got the longest index finger I done ever seen.
Stand right where you are, don't move.
Kingfish, I know this sounds silly, but in his pocket there, do this fella have,
With bullets.
Then this is the fella that...
Right. And whichever one of you guys got that roll of film, you better hand it over. Or there's gonna be a new face in the morgue tonight.
You got it, Kingfish. Give it to him.
Yes, I'll give it to you, mister. I got it right here in my desk drawer. Yes. Yes, sir. Here's the rule, mister. Just don't point that gun at me, will you, please, sir?
Yes, sir, mister, because we...
Hello there, boys. I just thought I'd drop over and... Uh-oh. Say, I don't like to interrupt no personal hold-up. I'll drop by later.
Sit down, shrimp, and shut up.
Careful, Calhoun.
Now, wait a minute, Chair. There ain't but one man in the world that can tell Algonquin J. Calhoun to shut up. There ain't but one man in the world that can tell Algonquin J. Calhoun to sit down.
You see this gun?
You is the man.
Now, listen. I'm leaving now, and my advice to you guys is to keep your mouth shut. So long.
Nice fella.
Well, there went our chance with $1,000 reward. I was regusted. I feel so bad about losing this money, I'm going on home. So long, fellas.
So long, Andy.
This is a tough break for you, Kingfish.
No, it ain't, Calhoun. I still got the roll of film here in my pocket. That roll of film that I give the crook was an old one. I done pulled a fast one on the crook and on Andy, too.
Yeah, now you can get the $1,000 reward for yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Ain't got to split it.
And if you take my advice, you'll take that old roll of film right down to the police station and let them develop it.
The only thing is, though, Calhoun, I was afraid to be seen anywhere near the police station with the crook floating around town, you see.
Oh, I'll take it down there for you.
Or would you do that, Calhoun? All you got to do is to tell them that when they develop it, that the picture of the crook is on the 8th film on the roll, the last one.
Glad to do it for you, Kingfish. Glad to do it.
Well, Sergeant, I understand you cracked the Robinson jewelry case.
That's right, Captain. Some lawyer named Calhoun walked in here and gave us a roll of film with the thief's picture on it. We developed it, and sure enough, it was a perfect picture.
Well, that was a lucky break.
Yeah, and we picked up the suspect in a matter of hours.
Good work.
Only thing is, he's a pretty tough egg, and we can't get a confession out of him. We've been grilling him in the next room for 8 hours.
Well, let's go in. I'd like to talk to him.
Okay. There he is, Captain. He keeps claiming that the whole thing is a mistake, and the real crook must have run out of the way before the picture was snapped.
Yeah, that's the truth, Captain. I ain't never stole no jewelry in my life.
Here's your Rexall family druggist.
For more complete protection from vitamin deficiency, take Rexall Plenamins. 2 Plenamins a day give 10 important vitamins, including vitamin B12, plus the nutritional extras of liver concentrate and iron. What's more, Plenamins give you this extra protection at no greater cost. Ask for Plenamins, 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 at Rexall drugstores everywhere.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to visit your friendly Rexall drugstore. Good night.
See you next Sunday.
Attention, men. You've got only 4 days left in which to buy Stag Brushless Shave Cream for exactly half price. Yes, for the remainder of this month, you can buy the regular 50-cent jumbo-sized tube of Stag Brushless Shave Cream for only 25 cents. Exactly half price. Cash in on this better shaving, money-saving offer. Get the regular 50-cent tube of Stag Brushless Shave Cream for only 25 cents at Rexall drugstores everywhere. Be sure to be with us next Sunday at the same time when your Rexall druggist will again present the Amos and Andy Show. The Amos and Andy Show is written by Joe Connolly, Bob Mosier, and Bob Ross. Stay tuned for the Edgar Bergen Charlie McCarthy program, which follows immediately over most of these stations. Ken Niles speaking. This program is transcribed. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.